So yeah, hi guys, and welcome to this stream of Crusader Kings 3. BTRE, Liam's handsome assistant and contributing editor for Gaming on Linux. And yeah, today I just thought that we were gonna run through a bit of the game and show things off. So, I picked out one of the easier starts in the game in 1066 as Alfonso the Sixth of Leon, who is a pretty important name in Spanish history, as he managed to unite his kingdoms that were split up by his dad and sort of start the process of Reconquista. No, cheese. It's not the first time. I've been playing for a little while with my preview copy. So anyhow, in case you're not familiar with Crusader Kings 3, it's a strategy game by Paradox Interactive, which allows you to play as any sort of ruler from Western Europe all the way to India. And the goal of the game is sort of to make your dynasty glorious and important, and individual characters don't matter that much. So, right off the bat, you can probably tell this is one of Paradox's best-looking games. Look at all that little detail in the terrain, the parapets moving. It's great stuff. So, this is a pretty Paradox games have a certain fame for being complex and having a lot of moving parts. And for Crusader Kings 3, it's still true, but pretty much everything in the game has a tooltip, and there's a fairly good tutorial. So, for example, you see here, this is my current character, King Alfonso the Brave of Leon. And you can see, it's a feudal kingdom, and if you hover over, it tells you what a feudal kingdom entails. And you can see what a kingdom is, and etc. etc. There's even a in-game sort of encyclopedia where you can just look up anything you have doubts about. And no hard boot. They've never used Unity. It's an in-house engine. It's the old one was called the Clausewitz engine. I'm not sure what this one's called. I've been using it since Imperator from last year. Anyways, so in my starting position, I have claims on my two surrounding kingdoms that are ruled by my brothers, King Garcia of Galicia and Sancho of Castile. So, as they don't have children, if they die, I stand to inherit their lands. So, you can kind of see where this is going. In real life, it didn't end well for most of the people involved, and we're gonna try to nudge our way into holding the three kingdoms by the brothers. And how we do that is with one of the new systems that Paradox have implemented in Crusader Kings 3, which is basically similar to the lifestyles in Crusader Kings 2, but a bit more nuanced. So you have different areas where you can focus, where your character sort of he decides what sort of things interest him in life. And so, because of his education, King Alfonso is a schemer, and he's drawn into that. And from here, we can choose different focuses, and that we can use to travel down these trees that unlock abilities, bonuses, and other things. I'm gonna go with skullduggery, because it's always a cool thing to do. Gonna handle with a few of the other pop-ups and notifications before we unpause the game, such as I'm not married. And if I click on it, I can see a list of people who might be of interest. As generally, your religion and culture helps or limits rather who you can marry and create alliances with. And as a Catholic in Western Europe, pretty much all the courts of Western Europe will accept or be in contention for marriage. So, if you want to be cynical and just marry for power, for alliances and whatever, you can do that. Though characters can elope and fall in love and things like that. Part of the charm of the Crusader Kings franchise are the character interactions, friendships and rivalries and infidelities and all sorts of crazy things that can happen because you're just interacting with these people who have their own motivations. Yeah, spouse recipient is a pretty accurate way of putting it. For some people, anyways. So, I don't really think I'm gonna be playing as a power gamer, but the two obvious choices here are either Adelaide of Ponthieu, who happens to be courtier and may net us an alliance with the Duke of Normandy, who happens to be, if you know a bit of history, William the Bastard, or the Conqueror. He's about to actually launch his invasion of England, which may or may not turn out well. But the other candidate that is probably a good choice is Urraca, who is a cousin and may give us claims on. Our children may inherit claims on the other kingdoms of Spain, which include Navarra and Aragon. So, really, I'm not going to overthink this too much and just go with Urraca, because keeping it in the family is has its drawbacks, but, it's the price you pay for power. There's this little helpful menu that pops up with all the things you can do and suggestions of what how you can play. It's a sandbox game, and you pretty much create your own fun. But you have these little nudges and guidances that help you figure stuff out. So, since I have claims on these other territories, I can declare war on any of my brothers. I can handle my council, which is a mechanic from Crusader Kings 2, which basically, stewards and priests that have different abilities to help you or hinder you if they don't like you. And there's politics in this because obviously, your powerful vassals might want a seat at the table, but they might not be the best of statesmen. So you got to balance between having competent people and having people not be angry at you and possibly rebel. So, I think our council looks fine. We've got not the best marshal. Like, for example, our brother would probably have what's his face? El Cid, which is one of the famous Spanish. There you go, Rodrigo Dieguez, one of the famous heroes in Spanish history who kind of, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but he was and his stats reflect his historical accomplishments. So, I think the new intrigue systems are pretty interesting as well, because you can, have positive schemes where you're trying to convince someone that to be nice to you or to like you. You can have hostile schemes, which is the good murdery stuff. And you can have also secrets that you can use to blackmail people. Oh, yeah. There you go. You see, like, I'm apparently the lover of my sister, which is kind of messed up. I'm not sure if it's historically accurate, but there you go. There you go. So marrying my cousin is a good thing. You know, my character's into it. So I think what we should do, since we're already questionable about family values, is scheme to murder our older brother. Our lifestyle is conducive to it, and there's a 30% chance of doing it. And the way schemes work is that they happen over time, and there's events that trigger that may give you more chance or less. But let's start the scheme and see what happens. Or actually, let's see if we can invite people. Nah, no one wants to join us in our kin slaying quest. But well. Other than that, taking a look at what we start with, which is 4 out of 5 domains, which is territories we control ourselves. Not very rich lands, but you know, it's strategically sound. We got mountains protecting us from the rest of Muslim Spain. Wampo, I'd say it's a bit easier to get into than Crusader Kings 2. The tutorial's certainly better, but it does have a learning curve because it's a complex game. But you know, it's pretty fun. I've played like, I don't know, several dozen hours by now. Anyhow, I'm about to unpause it. Let's see what happens. Set it to normal speed. And there you go. My cousins told me that it's okay for me to marry my other cousin. And part of the main interactions with Crusader King 3s are these events that do different things. You know, a wedding celebration. Do you accept a dowry or tax your subjects, or do you want to go for prestige? I think I'm going to go for the money, since we don't really start with much. Just checking who we can ally ourselves with. As you can see, we're first in line to inherit a lot of stuff, so you know, we'll see what happens. And if we die right now without a son, or well, we should actually check out the succession laws for the realm. In this screen, you can see what they're set to, and using prestige and having the right tech or cultural advancements, you can change these laws. Right now, we have the Partition Scheme. Oh wait, another event. Oh, it's just a claimant in our court. He can leave. And the beginning of the game, for most rulers, the succession law is partition, meaning that children inherit equally. Hence, the 3 brothers in having what was once a united kingdom. And the preference is agnatic cognatic, which means men are given preference. Yeah. Right now, we're just sort of waiting to see how the game is gonna shape up. Possibly build something? Yeah, we could build something. Okay. diplomacy with our counselors reached out to people who like us a bit more now. Sure. I think we're gonna build pastoral lands. Just while we're waiting for stuff, I'll just show off different map modes. Ah, wait. We got a event for the scheme against our brother. Yeah, we only have a 30% chance. I'm gonna wait to try to murder him. In fact, I'm gonna check again if anyone wants to join us. This guy might with a little persuading. In fact, we're gonna sway him to make us like us more. Well, okay, we got another event. Oh, scandalous. So, it seems that we've been, caught making out with someone who isn't our wife. So we have different choices here. And because of certain traits, sometimes you get different options. Wow. Because of our intrigue with this thing, we have a 96% chance that both of them become our lovers. Which, though I guess nice, isn't really what I really don't care about these characters, so whatever. The least romantic option. So yes, as you can see, Europe is mainly Catholic in 1067. And Muslims control the south of Spain and North Africa and most of the Middle East. There's not many pagans left. Oh, look, my wife is pregnant. That's good. And, another thing with my brother. Still a 33% chance. Hold off on it. Okay. One of our allies, my cousin's asking us to join him in a war. They want Alto Aragon, which is held by this guy. Yeah, why not? Let's join him for the good of the family. Here we're gonna raise our armies. They take a while to muster, build up strength, and send them off. No, I don't have the gold to spare there. So how do you know it's from you in the time of no DNA tests? Well, you don't, and that's actually part of the thing. You know, your spouses might cheat on you or might be seduced by someone else, and crap, my brother discovered the scheme to murder him, so I'm gonna abandon it. But yeah, all that sort of drama and suspicions your character may have, you know, you can basically ask around, and there's chances that you'll discover that's the case, or if you're paranoid, it might not be the case. So we didn't reach our allies' army in time to help them. But we can besiege this and see what the enemy does. Oh no, who's the enemy anyways? Oh, over there. Oh, it's way easier to murder our other brother. Okay, let's go for that. Ah, so we got a little tech advance, I guess? Or... Oh, no, never mind. Our brother, who's the head of our household, which is a prestige thing. Oh, wait. A son was born. And I can name him. Whatever. Of course I'm going to name him after my father, who gave me this great kingdom. And historically preferred me out of all the brothers. Another war as a defender. Well, kind of have to. Okay. For the good of the family. Yeah, I don't really want to move into the mountains because defenders get a lot of advantages. But apparently an allied army has, so... yeah, what the hell. Let's join them and see what happens. We're winning. It's good. Events. Yeah, whatever. Okay, so we won that battle, pretty much. Yeah, Bazaria, this is on Linux. It runs pretty well, actually. Even in late game, I didn't really find any sort of slowdowns. It remains a smooth experience. Oh, someone's trying to murder someone else. Okay. Let's see. No, I'm not playing this on the machine with the channel description. I'm on 2700X, AMD 2700, Ryzen 2700X, and an RX 480 graphics card. So all AMD setup from me. Okay. We've got a chance to kill one of our brothers. 81% chance. Well, what the hell? Let's go for it. Ah, there we go. Killed him, and my involvement remains unknown. So, it went to my other brother, the kingdom. But, you know, it's just a matter of murdering some more. Once he's less suspicious. We're just besieging these infidels that dare to attack our Christian cousins in Alto Aragon, Kingdom of Aragon. Meanwhile, let's see if we can get our counselor to promote our culture in provinces, Castilian culture. And we'll tell our marshal to increase our direct control. Yeah, just another guest leaving the court. We're besieging here. This is why I haven't moved my guys. Still be a couple of days until they surrender. Apparently the army lost its commander at some point. So we'll just replace him. Oh, and we've kind of reached maximum war score against these guys over here. We've gotten victory. And we shared some prestige, not much money, but you know, whatever. Seem to be evenly matched. I don't really feel like attacking into the mountains, but let's see what happens. Yeah, that's not really good. Ugh. Wounded Knight. Oh man, we lost by nothing. Now my guys retreat, and I'm just gonna lick their wounds for a bit. Speed up the game a bit. Oh man, and they took the kingdom. Ah, the other allies did nothing. Oh well. Can't win them all. Now let's try to get our brother to like us more, even though we're secretly trying to murder him. Unlocked another perk that we can use in one of these trees. One of the things that Crusader Kings does pretty well is the new religion system, where it has every religion has its tenets and sort of doctrines that are particular to it, and heresies are just slight variations, and gives you certain flexibility where you can create your own faith under certain circumstances, and it feels sort of more organic, and tenants can give you special mechanics, like I can seek indulgences from the Pope with communion, and armed pilgrimages means that it's cheaper to declare holy wars, and spoiler alert, the Pope may well call a crusade at some point. Huh. I guess. Yeah, and there's events that also give you more points towards the lifestyle you've picked. In this case, I can get more experience by just being meaner to this poor guy, or fewer points for not being so mean. I'm gonna go for more. Ah, my son gained a trait. He's charming. Lovely. Create titles. Duchy of Leon and Asturias. Nah, let's not get romantically involved with others. Our definitely not incestuous marriage if our cousin is enough. Heresies come up elsewhere in Europe. Transcarpathia, which is, you know, all the way here in Hungary. Well, modern day Hungary, or I guess, yeah, part of it would probably be split with Romania. And they've become Cathars, which, you know, you can see what they are. They're Christian heresy. I think historically they were mostly in the south of France, but, you know, it's a sandbox game and things happen differently from history. Huh. An event that may give me a claim on a county. Yeah, you can keep it for now. It's not like we're starved for territory. We've got almost enough that we can control directly. And the main problem is our brother. Can, however, build another building. Use our carefully earned money. Oh yeah, the military system is similar to Crusader Kings 2, but with a few different things. There's rally points, like in the previous game, and retinues, or standing guards and professional armies, are a thing from the beginning. You basically create like little regiments that you can reinforce, and they cost certain maintenance. Feudal leaders, it's money, but tribal leaders, it's usually prestige that you get from raiding and such. And knights are just commanders that you can get from your vassals or from guests. Discovery. Okay. Learned a secret from one of our courtiers who is a non-believer. We can either expose, and people will probably hate her for it, or we can blackmail and use it for a hook. A hook is sort of a thing that you can use to get a more positive outcome for actions, like convincing someone to vote for you, or join you in a murder scheme, or whatever else. It doesn't always have to be, you know, murderous stuff, but, you know, it often is. Whatever. Blackmailing our own sister because I'm a upstanding guy. Ah, my brother has a son. Ooh. Well, you can see where I'm going with this. Another son was born to him just now. Ah, someone's exposed our incestuous secret to the world. And I'm known as an adulterer. Now this is kind of ironic because all the murdering I've been trying to do hasn't been exposed, but this thing that the game saddled me from the beginning has. Well, let's get our revenge on this guy who exposed our secret. You can't imprison him because it's I. Apologize to our wife and murder this guy because no one exposes our deviancy without paying a price. And yeah, basically sinful acts like adultery in most religions can cost you piety and how characters see you. Right now we're in the doghouse, religiously speaking. This would be a good opportunity to buy an indulgence from the Pope, which will make us lose our trait. How convenient. Ah, thank you. Now we're just regular incestuous scumbags, but not an adulterer. No, no, no. Soon. I'll soon deal with my brother, but I'm just gonna get revenge on the guy who exposed our secret. Who my sister happens to be my spy master as well, so she's pretty good. Oh no, my son got sick from stuff. Ah, my own evil has a consequence. I should hire a court physician who can possibly treat my son. Let's go with the most expensive, because most expensive means better always, right? Another perk. We can designate a guardian for our son. Let's just raise him ourselves. And my archbishop doesn't like me too much. Let's make him like us. Let's sway him. Which is a sort of recurring thing where you ingratiate yourself with someone. Just more murder, conspiracy stuff. Ah, now the brother is thrown down the gauntlet. He has a dynasty heir. He's used a mechanic, which basically denounces me and says I'm a bad person, which isn't exactly far-fetched, but it's a power play. It's a power play, and we'll get our revenge on him as well. The guy we're trying to kill didn't work out. I don't know if to abort it because... Yeah, I'm going to abort it because my brother's pissed me off more. Our neighbors aren't that strong. If we were to declare war on them, they don't have any allies or anything. Okay, this is a possible thing. Unfortunately, we are not pious enough to have a holy war for the whole duchy. Instead, would have to settle for this one measly county, which, Oh, we can't even do that. being a sinner sucks. Ah. See how the rest of Europe is doing. Well, it looks like the Norwegians. Ah, they've exposed my scheme. Looks like the Norwegians won the three-way war between the Anglo-Saxons and the Normans, and they took the throne. Yeah. Harold won. Harold Hardada? I don't remember what his name is. Yeah, it's not like our brother is a good person either. He's imprisoning the rest of our family. Cool, the people of Leon have embraced the Castilian identity. I'm gonna tell them to keep doing that, or actually increase development in my capital, which is a measure of how prosperous it is. Oh, that's nice. My cousin and sister-in-law is trying to seduce me. Well, I'm already an incestuous adulterer, so why not? And she gave us a secret on someone else. Our chancellor and vassal, who happens to be a witch. How scandalous. I am gonna blackmail him. Oh, it looks like we were found out again. Oh well. Too expensive to persuade him to join our murder scheme. My spy master and sister's trying to blackmail me. She wants a favor. Okay, fine. You can have your stupid favor. I think I also have a hook on her. Oh, our cousin gave birth to our love child. Let's leave her unlegitimized for now. Spies. Well, I guess my sister used her blackmail hook for a good thing. So I couldn't imprison her for being an adulterer, even though she was an adulterer with me, and that makes no sense. But, you know, game logic. Merchant. Yeah. What preset did I use? I'm not sure actually. I just followed the standard advice on Twitch. There's a page for it. I'll link to it later. Crap. Our plans to murder this guy's son has been revealed. Oh well. What can we do? Our son's still growing up. And now let's chance to earn traits. Fickle. Let's make him fickle, even though it's going to stress me out. Gives him more power against schemes. And that's evening meal. How much does it cost to get another indulgence? Oh, I still can't get one. Oh well, fair enough. Can't be handing them out like candy. Oh, one of our rivals died, and that makes me happy because I'm a nice guy. Fate had smiled upon me and brought that cold-hearted spawn of hell to his grave. Nice. Can I try to murder my brother yet? Soon, in like a month. I thought more things would be going on with this start, but the inevitable war between me and my brothers didn't really happen. But let's murder him. And one of his kids. We should build more stuff, but I kind of want to keep gold in case an event comes up and I need to pay bribes or something, but, well. Oh, we can now unlock the finals, the perk at the end of this current tree, which is giving you the trait of Schemer, which gives you more intrigue, a stat, and hostile scheme power, which is perfect because we're going to need it to take care of the rest of the family now. Yeah. A daughter born. Oh, and my queen died. Oh. Oh, poor thing. Gained stress because, you know, I liked her. However, we should get married relatively soon because spouses are useful. They help your stats, and they can also net you alliances. Our cousin? Nah, let's not marry our cousin again. Which is this barony? Oh, all the way up in Germany. How about here? This guy. Also not that useful. Fine, let's go with the Hungarian princess. Not a great alliance, but the others aren't much better. Oh, nice. Our brother wants an alliance with us. Sure. You can have an alliance. That just means he won't suddenly attack me. Fabricate a claim on this rival neighboring. Ah, our brothers called us to war. Sure. Sure. Still haven't successfully managed to murder one of our brother's heirs, but we'll get there. Or, the chance to murder our brother. 69% chance. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah, he's dead. There you go. Lose our rival. Gain prestige. And the war is invalidated because the claim's no longer accurate. And now we can pick off his kids, one by one. Okay. How's our son turning out? He's not feeling very well. Soon be of age. This is an event choice because I have a trait, the schemer trait. Things are looking up for Alfonso. So, yeah. Oh, Hungary conquered, I guess, instead of inheriting the Kingdom of Poland. Something strange happened there. See how the Romans are doing. Not that great, apparently. The Seljuks are looking pretty strong. That's a lot of men. Fernando's been hiding. Ah. He's being bullied by a little girl. Yeah, you can play as any religion on the map. I mean, any ruler, tribal or feudal. You can even play as like an African pagan. We've joined the High Medieval era. So that means we have new things we can research. But we're not the head of our culture, so we can't pick anything. Thankfully, though, the Vikings aren't as gimmicky as they were in Crusader Kings 2, I guess I'd say. They're very strong, and in the earlier start, there's two dates, 1867 and 1066. They will raid and make your life unpleasant. Okay. Yes, I'm pretty sure. I've played as all sorts of rulers. In fact, this is a feature if you're not playing Iron Man mode, where you can just switch characters. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to show you that you can play as a pagan. It's not Vikings, but, you know, Baltics peoples. And there you are. I switched to a Baltic guy who is this religion, which I will not attempt to pronounce. Or, yeah, I can. Vitalism. Which is a pagan religion. So, yeah, see? You can play as whoever you want. And back to Alfonso. Not having luck killing my brother's heirs. Well. I kind of lost our moment. This guy's no longer weak. BTRE. The non-Liam guy. And non-Samsai guy. That's who's streaming. Ah, King's ill. Let's just go with a safe treatment. Instead of experimental. Oh, wow. Now we're doing worse. Let's see what this gives us. Attraction opinion. Little daughter. Yeah, let's name her after our queen. I'm an Arch. That's the distro I'm using. Huh. Two vassals want to suck up to me. Yeah, let's go with a friend. Ah, Mint is a nice distro. Vexrit, is that how you say it? I used it for a while on my mother's computer. Well, that's not a bad idea, Maker Linux. You can have Linux or GNU/Linux be a religion, and then just have the different distros be heresies or variants. Which is, you know, because you have faiths have like a range of relations with other religions, where you can be just consider them evil or merely hostile, or, you know, just slightly deviant. Ah. They found out my plan. Damn. Not having luck with the murder. Still ill. Might die at any moment. Oh, there we go. Healed up. Feel like my old self again. Son is still coming of age. It wouldn't be a bad moment to just outright invade and claim, like, the Kingdom of Galicia. Yeah, you know what? The murdering hasn't gotten us anywhere, so let's try declaring war. For the declared war for the title of King of Galicia, which is this western kingdom here. Well, he's facing a rebellion by his vassals. Oh, they want to be independent. Oof. He is kind of screwed. Huh. The rebelling vassals are trying to attack my dudes. I guess I might have lost this battle. Can I hire mercenaries? Not really. Well, that's a shame. Can't accept a white peace, which might be the way to save face. So a marshal is offering an offer of giving us a county in return for less taxes. piss him off. Fine, we're gonna take the county. He can have his fewer taxes. Reminds me, I wonder if I have prisoners. I do not. Call our ally who would not accept. No, I don't want to be seduced by someone. Steward is kind of messing things up for us. Need all the money I can get, pretty much. Right. Let's go back to our own territory, reinforce, maybe hire some mercenaries. Bretons. Let's let our guys resupply a bit, reinforce. Hired some mercenaries. All goes well, we'll win this battery. This battle here. Well, chances are even. Oof. With my luck, it won't turn out well. Or maybe? Yeah, I'd say we won this. Despite him having higher quality troops. What I should probably do is siege down his capital. If it's still a child, if you capture the enemy king, you pretty much win the war. And my son has come of age. He turned out... okay. More of a diplomat than anything else. Let's see if we can betroth him to someone. Let's not marry him to someone too old. I'm sorry, but it's important that he continue the line. Yeah. Baroness. Someone with a congenial trait, which can be inherited, perhaps. Or to the daughter of one of our vassals to make him like us more. Let's go for the trait. Ah, one of our friends died. Stressful. Seduction scheme. My friend wants to set me up with some girl at a bar. I want to do it myself because there's a chance of getting lifestyle experience. I don't have to sleep with her. My advances were successful. What does unattainable mean? Attraction opinion. Yeah, let's just talk. Besieging the enemy capital. Still a way to go. Ways to go. Yeah, let's not create more unhappiness in our court. War's going more or less well, but I'm going to lose my mercenaries at some point, and that might be an issue. I don't know if I can keep affording to use them. Our knight was slain. Ah, we've gotten enough prestige that I'm now the head of our culture, and someone else has declared war on me. Ah, the Moorish kingdom to the south. Okay, this could be an issue. Definitely should call our allies if they can help. They will not. Yeah, for the infidels they will. I guess I should face them. And hire more mercenaries if I can. If I had a good relationship with the Pope, I could have asked for money. Throw caution to the wind and just hire more mercenaries. If we can't afford to pay them, so be it. Any cheap mercenaries? Let's see, no. I'm gonna have to go into debt. Contract with the old mercenaries is running out. Can't rehire them because no money. Well, we'll probably win the war with our nephew. So just hang on. Or actually, let's see if we can defeat him in battle before the contract's up. Come on, catch up. Another son born. Another battle won, thankfully. Oh, and the allies have arrived. Well, things are looking up. Well, I don't know if you care, Comics Event, but I plan to have a written review for Crusader Kings 3 up on Gaming on Linux tomorrow. There's a lot to talk about the game, which I haven't really covered. I mean, it's definitely a good game. Don't get me wrong, I've had a blast, so I don't think you've regretted pre-ordering it. But, you know, devil's in the details and all that. Ah, great. More enemies. I am not sure what's going to happen anymore. So let's see this war and its craziness. Just huge melee here. People in the north attacking us. And my allies will not accept the call to war. Kingdom of France. God. How did he end up allied? Oh, he married his daughter. That would do it. Annoying little niece. I mean, nephew. And we've pretty much won our long war. And we can enforce our demands. We gain a lot of fame. And our annoying little nephew loses a lot of fame. Plus, the kingdom's title. So now we are kings of both Leon and Galicia. Hooray! And we inherit some wars because, of course, we do. Let's just try to put out fires. This is kind of actually how it turned out in real life. The fighters, the brothers fought, and actually Sancho ended up defeating Alfonso, the king I'm playing as, and he only, became king of the United Kingdom these United Kingdoms because of luck. Sancho was stabbed in his camp by a nobleman, and so as he died childless, it went to his brother that he just defeated. And then Alfonso, being the sneaky little son of whatever, imprisoned his younger brother and became king of Galicia. So, nice family all around, these Jimenez. I'm gonna slow it down a bit because we have new titles. Should give out Porto, Braganza. Let's see if we can give it to one of our son. Yeah, you can have both of those titles. And what are you? I guess the next objective here is to defeat some more armies before our mercenary contract runs out. We would not win that battle. Let's see. Selecting you. Oh, because I'm the cultural head, i.e. the most important ruler of the Castilian group, I can select what technology we are interested in. It'll still take a long time, and it's dependent on your learning as a ruler, but, you know, It's good to be king and to decide these things. Being besieged, and this is not great. Especially as the money's gonna run out soon. What if we try to flank them? What does this guy want anyways? This is a war I inherited because I inherited the crown of Galicia, which, you know, inheritances aren't always a good thing. Oh yeah, you can have lovers, and some cultures / religions allow concubines. Okay, come on, win this because we need a victory. Counts. We need a new marshal. Give it to our son, but we're also gonna forbid him from leading armies. We don't want to lose him. Okay, we might win this battle. Studios. This is a tough decision. One of our vassals is dispirited. I can reduce his taxes and he'll like me more. Or I can tell him to deal with it and he'll like me less and I'll stress out. I'll stress out. Life is about those hard choices. Taxes are important. I need that money. Can't extend the contract. The mercenaries, so hard choices ahead. Might end up losing these wars. Lost our mercenaries now. Lose this battle. Yep, we're definitely gonna lose this battle. Alright, dudes, just... there's a retreat button somewhere. I don't really care right now. Yep, lost that battle. Sign our vassal. I don't know if it's just better to outright surrender now to one of the wars and see if I can win the other one. What do I give up? It's kind of a lot. Nah, Liam's all British. I definitely don't have a British accent. Avila. Where's this? It's this county. I can give it up, I guess. You win some, you lose some. Meanwhile, let's go back to trying to murder these cousins and nephews and so forth. Very poor chances. Where am I from? Well, I actually have several nationalities, but I'm currently living in Chile, and all the way down in South America. We've lost this war. Did not go that well, but at least we're still kings of reduced Galicia. We can lick our wounds and plot. Create a Cadet Branch, which is a mechanic which was much requested in Crusader Kings 2. This basically allows you to... I'm going to pause it for a sec to show off the dynasty screen, the tree where you can see your house and whatever. And when you have enough prestige and you're far away from the rest, you can create your own branch, and this gives you, more status and a different coat of arms and so forth. I'm actually not sure what else it does. Let's see what the decision says exactly. Dynasties always have a founding house, but in order to become house heads themselves, landed members can choose to create their own house, the Cadet Branch. I see. So the advantage here is that I become the head of the thing, and my nephew's currently the head. Yeah, let's create a Cadet Branch. Just to spite him. Ozoned, it's... Yeah, I'd say it's more approachable. Ah, crap, we have a... Oh, it's just peasants that might rise up. Okay, I can deal with them, probably. Hopefully. Yeah, it's more approachable. It's still a very intense and complex game, but as I've mentioned, they've done a really good job with the tooltips and with the explanations. The actual in-game tutorial is it's fairly straightforward. You play as an Irish duke, and it sort of guides you through the game systems and mechanics. And there's little hints that come up and little suggestions on what you can do if you ever feel lost. I'm in the capital of Chile. I'm in Santiago. And Agatha Pond, no, it releases tomorrow. At like this time? Something like that. few knights. And my archbishop doesn't like me. Let's sway him and tell him I'm a nice guy. Ah, see, well, the peasants are rising up because they are annoyed at their taxes. Let's see how strong they are. Military power. Control and autonomy. No. Let's just crush them with force, even though we're not. Set another rally point because they're occupying my default one. Maybe it could have been better to give them a break on their taxes, but you know what? Kings are autocratic, so that's just the way it goes. Hire mercenaries just to put them down. Doesn't matter if we go into debt. Children lack guardians. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's give our wife and our bishop, because I'll make them like us more. Well, it says that she's a brute personality-wise, so yeah, you're right. she might not be a nice person. She's rowdy and lazy. And her sister, zealous, calm, and charming. Yeah, she's okay, I guess. Still can't murder him easily. One day, though. I won against the peasants at the cost of being in debt. That's thinking medieval style, I think. I know what we can do. We can be extra mean to our peasant leader, which we can't ransom off for money. So we can instead torture. Which, a thing they did change about Crusader Kings 2 is that there's no longer infamy. Rather, you have dread, which is well, self-explanatory, how much people fear you. And if you have high enough dread, your vassals will be put off. They won't want to rebel against you in case, you start doing really mean stuff to them. Yeah, so torture this peasant leader. But that's just the way it goes. Tough. See, in this tree, I get the ability now with this perk to get more taxes from intimidated vassals. So being a jerk can pay off. They don't really like me very much. And our nephew is under attack by the Moorish kingdoms. Not going that well for Christendom. Daughters come of age, so that means we can marry her off. Do we get any good alliances? Yeah, this might be good. Let's filter it by rulers. Okay, so yeah, this French guy will do, even though he has a gnarly mask because he's what, disfigured? Oh no, he's pretty mean. No, my daughter deserves better than that. How about this lisping Englishman? Oh, he's Norwegian. Okay, fine. I won't hold it against him. It's just a joke. Any potential Norwegians out there? Finally, no longer in debt. Still have to build up more money before I can do anything aggressive. Because last war, oh, my steward died. Sure. So see here, like it recommends my vassal, even though he's not the most skilled at stewardship. Sure. If it makes him happy. If it keeps him from rebelling and trying to overthrow me. Maybe I can't afford to hold a feast and make everyone like me a little bit more. Well, Ozone, reading at the chat about the American Indians, there was a fantasy DLC, let's say that was kind of controversial, that had the Aztecs invading Western Europe. So, wasn't that far-fetched to play as Americans, as it were. Though that kind of divided the fandom. Personally, I didn't care. I found it neat, but I wouldn't turn it on in every game. Guardian for my other daughter. This knight can do the job. See ya, Delale. I hope that's how you say that. Huh, interesting. So this event's saying that I can make it up that his heir would be my son, even though it's not true. Huh. Mess with him, sure. Stupid nephew. My schemes worked, and even the king is feeling doubt over his son's heritage. Yeah, I don't want to disrupt it. I'm gonna claim him outright. Mercenary contract's expiring. It's good. I mean, it's okay. His kingdom's kind of falling apart. Gained a level of fame, which is also another mechanic. It allows, it gives generally rulers like famous people, because we all like celebrities, and I can hire more knights. Okay. Still gonna continue to gather money for the time being. And yeah, tell my steward to collect taxes, and we're gonna increase control of our provinces. Yeah, we're getting old. Oh, 54 is not that old, but poor king isn't the same man he used to be. There's no difficulty option. Or, I mean, there's game rules, like in Crusader Kings 2, that you can set that alter how certain things are likelier to happen or less likely to happen. And some starts are outright easier, because you start in more developed counties or whatever. So, obviously, richer places means you have more money, and it's generally easy to do stuff than, say, I'm going to pause it a bit and switch to just some other ruler. I don't know, some nomad in here in the middle of Russia, Siberia. Like, see, he gets 0.1 income, and there's like no population, nothing. So that's kind of how the difficulty works. And of course, something that does make the game more difficult is also the fact that for most of the game's time frame, your inheritance laws go towards splitting up your kingdoms between your children. So centralizing power isn't easy, and it's often for a lifetime or two. You have to keep at it if you want to keep centralizing and develop your culture in such a way that it's accepted to have stronger succession laws for individuals. Another daughter came of age. Let's see who she can marry. Are we also filtering for rulers? Yes. Galloway is kind of far away. Ulster. A vassal of ours. Yeah, I guess we'll go for... yeah, it's all the way in Scotland, isn't it? No. Gaelic. Oh, yeah, it is in Scotland. Fine. Sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. Daughter, spouse. And we'll just marry her off. I really like the map in this game. They nailed it. They nailed the mix between terrain and sort of fantastical stuff. I like the little sea creatures. giant lobster, though I guess it's the Mediterranean, should have like an eel or something. It just looks so pretty to zoom in and out, or even rotate the camera. Archbishop still doesn't like me. Come on, guy. I'm a nice guy. Well, I am a sinner, so that makes sense. Okay, murder another one of my nephew's heirs. Cool, there's a faction that disbanded. Someone's plotting to kill my archbishop. King of Castile, the inheritance order. Cool. We have enough money for a rainy day, or we can upgrade something. Yeah, let's upgrade something. Cool. Murdered one of my nephew's children, which makes me a good person. Another scheme's not going that well. Still okay. Yeah, this is a little cool thing that every family has their little motto, which I think you can change. Yeah. But I like the auto-generated ones. You see, rile not the fox. It's kind of cute. And the main branch of my family, what does it say? Labor without fear. No, rile not the fox is way better. Another daughter came of age. A brilliant strategist. Any good alliances? I'll marry her off to one of my vassals. Always helps to have familial ties with those who can throw you over, overthrow you, sorry. Also, my stress is kind of high, and stress is a mechanic they added in this game, where basically, if it reaches a certain threshold, bad things happen. You can get negative traits like, I don't know, drunkard, or I'm drawing a blank at this moment, but basically things that make you act compulsively or limit your choices in events. It's generally not good to be stressed out. It also affects your health. But the lifestyle choices I've made give me bonuses for stress, actually. Thriving in chaos gives me martial intrigue and prowess, which... What is prowess exactly? Personal combat skills. How weak is he? Well, yeah, that might work. I might want to invade him and get his delicious titles. He's weak, he's losing a war. I think it's a good moment. Yeah, especially since I have money. He has no allies. Your claims. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna declare war. Try to take what is ours by right. I think for the time being, I don't have to buy or hire mercenaries. My standing, or levies rather, will do the trick. Ah, my queen's dead. Oh dear. And I'm stressed out because my wife died. And see, this is what happens when you get a certain amount of stress. Can get a negative trait like melancholic, which reduces your abilities, or drunkard. Or let's go with melancholic because it's more romantic, even though we're gonna marry pretty quickly again. Oh, we are really lucky. We managed to capture the king when we besieged his castle, so we can press our claim right away. He has no choice but to accept. We are going to inherit a war against foreign enemy, however. So be it. And there we go, our kingdom sort of reunited. Now we just have to kick out these filthy foreigners out, and semi-historical outcome has been achieved. My poor guy is sad. He could commit suicide. I don't think I want to, however. Unite the Spanish thrones. I see how it is. I need to regain control of the lost territories to take that decision. Yeah, we could murder someone. That's a good idea, hard boot. Or we could torture this peasant that we've been keeping in our dungeons for a while. Poor thing. I don't think there's anyone. We could maybe murder. Let's see what their succession laws are. Their cousin, Infante. I think if we murder enough, we might be able to get there eventually into the line of succession. Let's see, what's this? Remains a reach. Kinsman. Yeah, okay. No, let's not murder more of our cousins. Just as a practical matter. Let's murder our neighbors. Oh, that's good. Just a child. Oh god, I have a 94% chance to murder this enemy. Oh, that's good. That's good. We'll probably win this war. Because they're in a civil war. No, that's not. And there you have it. I've died. Died of a heart failure. A shameless adulterer, he will be remembered for his treachery and covetous disposition. My son takes the throne. Well, so be it. Let's figure out what my son is. Oh, he's a diplomat. Good for him. Not as good as being a backstabbing schemer, though. Diplomacy. I have only girl. No, I have a son. Cool. Not to be sexist, but you know, the laws favor men. You can change that though. It costs prestige usually, and if it might upset some of your vassals to change succession laws. We might want to give away some of our lands. We have too many of them and are incurring a penalty. Oh. Someone insulted my wife. Yeah, let's side with our wife. Oh, hey, Skane. What's up? The head of Castilian culture now, which means I can... Oh, wait, wrong thing. Yeah, we're still looking into heraldry. Eleanor of Aquitaine... Well, historically, spoiler alert, even though it hasn't happened that way, the three brothers, when they fought over, Alfonso ended up, I think, naming a daughter as heir, and she had a matrilineal marriage, basically, as would be described in game terms, and she married some Frenchman. No, I think it was his granddaughter. Well, all the same. New lifestyle perk. Yeah. And you can take from any of the trees within your lifestyle. It doesn't have, you don't have to progress down a whole thing to get benefits. Siege weapons. Well, I think at a certain point, technology-wise, your levies start including siege engines. But what you can also do is create a men-at-arms regiment, which is sort of like a standing professional army. And within them, if you have the tech, siege weapons, onagers, there's trebuchets, and there's also mangonels, or yeah, and something else. But they cost money for upkeep. Yeah, it's very possible to play as a female character, and in fact, some cultures, I think African ones mostly, have matrilineal preferences, you know, for inheritance. Some of these pagans, but I'm not sure. I played a game as them just to check them out. Whatever. And yeah, and it's very viable to be a female, though not in every culture and not in every time. Depends on your succession laws, and your religion also might affect that. Like, see, Catholicism has male-oriented, dominated. Sorry. Women don't get implicit claims on their parents' titles, which, you know, if you're a man, you know, your dad was king, all their children are going to have a claim on that title. All their males, anyways, Catholic males. And only men can be commanders and knights. Whereas other cultures have a different view of things, other religions. I'd say it supports both Skane. Like, I don't know if you were watching me play as Alfonso much, but I basically murdered a lot of people and had my subjects fear me. Oh, crap. Engaging a battle here, I'm probably going to lose. Might be time for mercenaries. Okay. How do I retreat? There's a button that appears, I think. Ah, crap. Things are maybe not going that well. But yeah, you can be an absolute bastard and play well and yeah. Safe tip treatment. Yay. I'm not as sick anymore. Ah, so this is one of the events signifying the start of Great Holy Wars. Islamic rulers are calling for jihad, which is the counterpart to the Crusades. So with enough faith, they can organize to invade places. And why did that happen? I don't know. Maybe they lost a couple of battles and that triggered. I'm surprised that Crusades haven't triggered yet. It should be right about now. So this is defensive war. I'm just gonna go for a white piece then. Don't need to press the advantage. My wife is complaining once again. That's a good line. I can't fathom why so many people are bothering her. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my wife. Yeah, the City, the game does have UI scaling options. I think it's set to default right now, but it can be way larger or way smaller. Since we're doting on our wife so much, let's romance her. Which, it's a series of fun events where, you declare your love in a chivalrous manner. Write a love poem. And she gives me a tepid answer. That's good. But yeah, the end goal of romancing my wife is that she can become my soulmate, and there's bonuses for that. Okay, so we continue on this event chain. Perhaps a carefully drafted poem would help. Let's see, what is she? She's ambitious. Okay, let's write about her ambition. She'd probably enjoy that. Ah, she does not respond. That's harsh. It's harsh, man. It's harsh. Makes me want to torture some. Oh no, that was my previous king. Might want to press the claim for one of my cousins. Okay, my son is having an event as well. Tried to steal something off a visitor. Yeah, man, you should be honest. I'm gonna go with that. Dishonesty was Dad's thing, and you don't want to be like your grandpa. I don't think I have any prisoners. Oh yeah, the poor peasant bastard I was torturing for a while died, and I don't really have anyone in jail. So here's an opportunity to use a hook, which is a thing, a favor or blackmail or whatever like that. I'm gonna raise this subject's taxes, and there ain't nothing he can do about it because he owes me. Wait. Someone dissed my wife. There you go. I can duel him. Or I could just be kind and turn the other cheek. Huh. Let's be kind. Let's not fight vassals. Again, that was Dad's thing. I am thinking of pressing my cousin's claim to Navarra. I don't want him to be a king, but if he gets the duchy, I don't have enough prestige to press it. Can I declare war against this? Yes. Yes, I can. Another son. Since I love my wife, after Livia's dad. Okay, I think it's time to strike against the Muslims in the south who attacked me earlier. Let's see. I can't afford to. Let's just go for the for the thing they took from us earlier. Well, Skane, there's still a learning curve, I'm not gonna lie, but I think that they've done a good job with both tutorials and having like little tooltips for everything that explain concepts. There's even like, if you've ever played Civilization, an encyclopedia, or just a searchable encyclopedia where you can just figure out what anything means. Yeah. Yes, I believe feudal obligations do get inherited. And in fact, this is not quite the same thing, but there's also special rules for titles where, like, add a law, right, for the Kingdom of Castile, where you can be like, this title will forever be male only, or something like that. Well, not forever, someone can rescind it, but there's all sorts of neat little things like that in the game. And more heretics in Flanders, Waldensians, which is a heresy of Catholicism. Yeah, we're not interested. We're happy to stay in the Pope's good graces for the moment. Our daughter can marry. Ooh, that's... Oh no, the Carlings aren't really important anymore. I forgot. A couple of centuries too late. Geneva, Telemark, Most Serene Republic of Pisa. Who would be best? Let's say a ruler where she gains prestige. I guess. Can marry the Doge of Venice. Yeah, let's go for that. Okay. Let's see. Council. Let's shake up the council and put in some lackeys or some vassals because they are annoyed at me. Very annoyed at me. Ugh, why? 6, 7. I don't want to replace the marshal. Okay. Fine. Oh, okay. The marshal can be this guy. Okay. Baroness instead of you. We're going to have this mediocrity here. And this other mediocrity. Wait, or the Duke. Yeah, the Duke. He's more powerful. You can't hire the people you want because the people you want usually aren't the most powerful people. And here's the conclusion of our romantic attempts towards our wife. She's possibly being attacked, so what do? We jump in? Or do we call the guards? I think being all hot-blooded is the way to go. And There you go. It turned out well. You know, her assailant has been slain by her, and I'm comforting her. And she becomes my soulmate if I choose this, which I guess is a good thing. Everyone should have one. So unlike the previous king, who was this incestuous guy with a lot of problems with women, I seem to have a happy relationship with my wife, my soulmate, which, according to the tooltip, a special relationship indicating a deep, profound romantic love. You can only have one. Let's see. Our son. Ah, bless him. He's going through puberty. But I don't know if I want him to be lustful. Let's just show him how to make friends. Skane. Well, there was a pretty big Game of Thrones mod for Crusader Kings 2. It's it kind of exploded along with the show's popularity. I never played it myself because I'm not really that interested. I read the first book and I enjoyed a bit of the show, but you know, I preferred the weirder mods out there like alternate histories, or there's a lot of things people get up to. One of the great things about Paradox games is the modability, and CK3 is no different. There's they've made it easier. In one of the developer diaries, they've shown off the tools that people can access. So I expect all sorts of crazy stuff in the near future. Yeah, well, you know, I love my little Livia, but not everyone agrees. She's a strong-willed individual. Let's just say that. Collect taxes. I have a bunch of money. I should do something with that. Let's see. Construct something for more levies. Military camps. We've won our war, and we've gotten back most of the territory we lost with the previous ruler. So yeah, great thing about Crusader Kings, since it's a game about dynasties, and there's, if you choose the earliest start, there's about 600 years of gameplay. With the start that I chose, there's 400 years roughly. Even a loss of your main title doesn't mean the end, and you can have great comebacks and all sorts of interesting stories like that. My sister eloped? Huh. Wow. Wow, he's pissed off. Her husband's pissed off. Wow. I mean, I can't blame him. Well, You know, the heart wants what it wants. Not everyone can have a perfect marriage like me and Livia. Let's see. We could try murdering her. Just to make their kingdom more unstable. Our ruler, neighboring ruler, interesting. Yes, let's start exchanging letters with our cousin. I mean, yes, distant cousin. Choose a topic for correspondence. Okay, let's talk about something she cares about. See what happens. Where did I see how long my truce was? Truce. Oh, there you go. Until August. 4 years. If there's anything I can do for you. Aha. I could try to go for a favor or get a trade deal. Yeah, trade deal. I'm gonna hand out a title to one of my kids. He's not of age yet, but I can betroth him to someone. A faction was created against me. This guy here. Prison him. Only half. Let's sway him and make him believe we're not such a bad guy. My ruler is diplomatic anyway, so it seems like an in-character thing to do. My wife. Aha. She wants a more hands-on thing, sure. Okay. Another perk. Oh, that's good. Unlock a decision to commission an epic, which tells the family history and adds some prestige. I have the money, so why not? Low chance. Let's go with the most expensive chronicler. Money, most expensive means best, right? What do I need the most? Piety, renown? Let's go with renown. Family history. One of the things about dynasties is that you get these perks through the ages with points, and you unlock them, and they have little passive bonuses that help anyone in your family. And as a dynast, the head of the family, I can pick them and unlock them. Someone else picked erudition, the first erudition, which gives courtiers and guests more opinion and attracts better guests. But to be quite honest, I don't know. I don't know if I would want to continue down that tree. Law might be good. Yeah, let's go with law. Let's go down that tree. Discrepancies. I see. So they're putting the squeeze on me. Nah. Yeah, that bonus for the vassals is good. The more people like you, the more, you know, men they offer up as levies and stuff. There you go. And the chronicle's complete. Glorious chronicle. High drama, moral quandaries, intense duels. It gives me prestige 5 per month for 10 years. Good stuff. Since we're waiting for the truce to run out, let's go on a pilgrimage. Gives us some piety at the cost of money, which we have plenty of. Let's go to the Vatican. Bandits. Do we want to fight them? 54% chance isn't that great. Let's fight him. I got wounded. Well, hopefully it isn't fatal. If it is, it's a really dumb way to go. God. Yes. Let's see. Quartz. Oh. Search for a physician when I come back. The reason we haven't had crusades yet is that religious fervor for Catholicism is pretty low right now. It's kind of a, as a tooltip says there, lower fervor makes, you know, heresies more likely, and you need higher ones for holy wars. My son's come of age. He became a brilliant strategist. Good for him. Yeah, just marry within the realm. Give you some land as well, because why not? Why can't I give them these lands? Becomes your vassal. Why can't I do that? I think it might be because he has a brother and doesn't, and since the partition isn't, okay, I'll just grant you that for now. Ah, nice. My vassal's actually attacking the territory I wanted to attack. And my queen is pregnant again. Nice. Ah, and this is what you get for having good relations with the Pope. You can spend some faith to get some money. Which, of course, I want more money. I'm gonna need that money for the eventual Reconquista and drive through the peninsula. Create a title to grant to my eldest son. Ah, I see. Under the partition, I can't give him that title. This is the problem with restrictive laws, which I can't change because my culture does not have any other way of doing it yet. We're working our way there. Maybe if I create more titles, my other son will be happy and I can give this to. There you go. Fixed. Ah, and see, since my vassal conquered this, I can now probably take this decision. Yes, to unite the Spanish thrones as it was with my grandparent. And this special decision destroys the other kingdoms and unites them under Castile. There you go. Once more, the thrones of Spain have been united. Oh, and that's sweet. It even gives me high crown authority. And I'm known as the father of Spain. That's a sweet nickname. Very sweet nickname. And I'm in a strong position to strike down south. Wage a holy war. And whatever else. But I'm afraid, dear stream, I'm gonna have to call it a day for now. I've been at this for like 2.5 hours, and I think I've shown off enough of the game. I'll be writing a review for Gaming on Linux, and I'll be posting it sometime tomorrow. I might stream some other time, I don't know. Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I hope you enjoyed me streaming it. Are there any requests for things to show off of the game before I close it? Because I might as well, right? Yep, I can zoom the map out. As you can see, all the way from Western Europe, including Western Africa, to India and the Tibetan steppes. Sorry, can't always pronounce things right. And you can switch. I mean, if you're not playing Iron Man, you can switch characters, so you can see what it looks like. You know, not much in Tibet. The Indian subcontinent is fun. There's jungles and all sorts of craziness. And they have their special units like elephants and very interesting religions, actually. I played a game as Sri Lankans, and there's Buddhists, Jainists, Hindus, all sorts of things, and of course, Muslims to the west. And there's a lot of interesting things in the Middle East as well. There's still the Zoroastrians. Well, now it's mostly been changed to Islam. And of course, there's the Byzantine / Roman Empire still left with their trappings and opulence and all that. And those of you who like to play Vikings, well, the Swedes have been sort of domesticated at this point in history, but the earlier starts, it's all tribal Vikings and Slavs and things like that.